Hey everybody, Crassin here, and welcome back to the channel. This is Emberwood Bar, Part 5 Skyrim Modding Mini-Series. And a quick recap again, this is an open world house mod situated just outside of Riverwood. So, there's been a lot of work done on it. Let's jump right in and see what all has been done. First of all, as you can see, we've got a couple of torches inside the archway here. There is one light source in here. I didn't need to put two. I just put one light source between them and increased the radius. But it looks like both of them are illuminating the area. We'll get a look at this in the evening, see how it looks then. The statues, the corbels, and the braziers there, I lowered them 30 units, which is probably about the height of all three of those corbels combined. So, not a lot, but it just looked like it was sitting a little too high, so I'm kind of liking that a little bit better. Now to here. We've got a candle in here and a little light source in there so we can see our way into the ladder. And we've got a candle and a light source in here at the base of the tower. And there's another one about halfway up. We'll get a look at that in a minute. Actually, let's see, do we want to go that way or do we want to... Yeah, let's go this way. I like my tower. There's been a lot of work done on the lower level. It's actually almost done. We've got another candle and light source right here. And again, a candle is not a light source. It's a light, but not a source of light. But here is the crafting area. And it's pretty well outfitted right now. So, let's take a look at everything. We've got a tool chest right here and our workbench. Well, I'm calling this a tool chest. It's just a dresser. And we've got a crafting supplies container right here. This is our custom weapons container. I'm going to grab all those to illustrate something a little bit later. This is just for looks. The actual forge is right here at the anvil. But, you know, you got to have some kind of a source of heat. And this odd looking device over here is a smelter. And yes, it works. Custom smelter. This is our armor storage. Again, custom armor storage. And it is working. And we've got our arcane enchanter, alchemy lab. Here's our ingredients barrel. Custom storage again. Potions and poisons. Custom storage again. Little jewelry box. And soul gem container. Again, a custom one. And all of these are working. I've already tested all of these. And of course we have a grindstone and a tanning rack. There's no wood chopping block in here, but there's one right over there at the mill, so it is very close by. There will be any weapons container. I'll leave a woodcutter's axe and a pickaxe in there. There's not right now. It doesn't need to be. Alright, now, you can see we have a weapon rack here, and upstairs is a weapon plaque. This one is static. So we can ignore that. That's just for looks. But I want to show something here. This is a interesting problem when it comes to these weapon racks and plaques. Yeah. See how it sticks it way up there? Same thing there. So if we come down here, to this weapon rack, it sticks it way up there. It's not supposed to be like that. If we use the, let's see, we got the war axe hooked up. This is another problem. Come on. Sometimes these things are very finicky. It's upside down. And if we use the mace, same thing, it's upside down. It's not supposed to be like that. This is a problem I've encountered before. And I've encountered this several times. And the reason this does this, and I don't know why, but when these weapon racks and weapon plaques are facing east or west, that's what happens. I had the same problem with Lakeview Manor, because in that one, I had built 2 walls in the middle of the building, like there would be one here and another one here, and I was going to put 6 weapon racks on each one of those walls and on each side. I was going to have 24 weapon racks, and I had to scrap that idea because they wouldn't work, and I ended up having to put them on the ends of the room. So I got a lot fewer. But in contrast, that's the way that's supposed to be. Mace, that's the way that's supposed to be. Greatsword. Greatsword, that's how they're supposed to be. Whoops. And if I grab the greatswords again, right where that's supposed to be, right where that one's supposed to be, and if we want, we can go ahead and put the shield on there as well. There. So when they're facing north and south, they work perfect. East and west, they don't, which is disappointing because I had planned on putting several more in here. But that's not going to happen. I was hoping to put a few more. Oh, I can still put a few upstairs, but won't be able to do that here. So let's see. We've got a couple of torches here. I had a candle over here. Well, there's still a candle there. I had one over here, but you see these candles flicker quite a bit. It's kind of annoying. So does the enchanter here. So, but there is one light source there, one light source there, and a very small one here. You can adjust the radius of the light sources, the area of illumination, as well as the brightness. And we got a light source here, and I got a blue one over here. And I've got this one, I think they call that a dark elf lantern. I think I'd do something different, hang it from a rope. And a rug on the wall, that's rug is art, you know. Now, upstairs, I've not done too much here in the, what will end up being the living area. I do have a bookshelf right there. And I went ahead and decided to put this static one here because this is no good. I'm going to have to take that out. And I'll put something static up there. I don't know, maybe I'll do a static shield and cross swords or something. But I can probably put a couple more weapon racks on that end, but I don't think I'm going to put one down at that end. So that's unfortunate because I have room here to add several more, but it's not going to happen. And that stinks, you know, because the things, they're working, they're just not working correctly. And I've had the same problem with, I would say, at least 4 other mods. And some were interior cells like Lakeshore Cabin. And I might have said Lakeview Manor before, I don't know. But Lakeshore Cabin, my log cabin out at Lake Minalta, had the same problem. And I had 2 other open world house mods where I had the same problem. So I retextured the chimney. And it's a little bit hard to see right here, but there is smoke coming out of the chimney. I should have waited. You can see it a little bit there. Should have waited for a clear day. And on the suggestion of Captain Ron Phillips, I put a brazier up here. And this is static right here, this weapon rack and bow. Because he said, well, You may have a sentry posted up there. Maybe they'll want to, you know, use some arrows and set them on fire. So, you know, maybe a fire pit or something. I said, good idea. So there you go. So, as a matter of fact, let's wait till nighttime and see how things look. Hopefully it won't be pouring rain, but if it is, it is. Alright, now you can see the smoke a little bit better. Just want to show what the illumination looks like from the light sources. This one could maybe be a little bit brighter. So I'll be starting on the this level, the living area, I guess you would call it. I'll be starting on this one very soon. I still need to nav mesh this area, the crafting stations area, because I don't think I want to add too much more. There's not a lot of clutter or decoration in here, but again, I had to be concerned with the FPS problem. There's a lot of static objects in here. The bucket, those ingredients, all these potion bottles, there's I think 3 soul gems in there. All that stuff is static. This thing and this thing are not static yet, but I probably will make statics for them. So yeah, there's not a whole lot. I mean, if this were an interior cell, I probably put up a lot more stuff on the walls, some wall baskets, maybe some banners, some more things, but I have to keep an eye on the amount of stuff I'm adding in here. It was because the game has to render for everything I put in here. Let's take the quick way down. So we can see, we've got just a little bit of illumination so we can see the ladder. There's the illumination from the 2 torches there. And that. And out here. And I think I made these light sources a little bit slightly bigger and a little bit brighter. I may brighten them up a little bit more though. We'll do a quick aerial tour. I need to work on the crenellations on top of that tower some more, but it is coming along very well. I'll nav mesh the lower floor where the crafting areas are, and then start work on the upper floor. Nav mesh that, and then nav mesh around the base. And other than testing everything, that'll be about it. And so far, all the custom containers are working properly. Oh, and also I did add, I almost forgot, I did put a door here so we can get to the arrow loop. Not that big a deal, but you know, I mean, if you have it, you should be able to get to it. So you got to remember, in theory now, according to the lore of this player home, there was supposed to be a wall which would have come in probably right along here, the wall that went around the city. So you would be inside the wall to access that. So that's a lot of light sources. I'm a little concerned about that. So far I'm still at 60 FPS, but I don't have any graphic mods in right now other than the E and B. But aside from that, it's looking pretty good. There's still a lot of little things I need to work on, but it's coming along pretty well. So anyhow, I think that's going to do it for now. Got to get to work on the upper level next. So that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, and I will see you in episode 6.